Ferrets are objectively adorable, but a ferret in a harness? That's a whole new tier of cute.
What you think?
I get a lot of questions about taking your pocket rockets out for a walk, so here's my essential ferret harness guide. I've tested a lot of different types over the years.
Do you want to try your new harnesses on?
The girls are very small, so they tend to slip out of most.
How would you try and get out?
But the two that have worked best so far are the Velcro chinchilla harness and the figure of 8, which also doubles up as an impossible logic puzzle.
Both of them like that.
Let's take a closer look at both. The chinchilla harness is simple.
It's all right.
A wide band with holes for the front legs. You can get it nice and snug, and the lead attaches to the back. It's great when your noodles are bouncing around in the open, but the problems start the moment they dive into the undergrowth. That Velcro can so easily rip open, or they just flatten themselves like a pancake, slither under something, and escape because the design doesn't cross over the chest.
Uh-oh, look, Zora's out.
A more secure design is the figure 8 harness.
So for this figure of 8 harness, it's essentially the part that the lead attaches to. You'll recognise it so because it's got the metal loop on it there for the lead to attach to. And this part of the design may be different in different harnesses, but the figure of 8 harness, it's just then a loop, one piece of cord with a bobble here that you press that down and you can move that up and down. So the idea is you start with it like that, so you've got a decent amount of space at the top, and then you're going to take your ferret. So this bobble needs to be at the nape of their neck eventually, so you're going to take the loop, hold your ferret through it, and you want it to actually go through their front paws, so it's just behind their front legs. Hold the button down here at their nape of their neck, and then you grab the loop from underneath them, turn it once so you've got that figure of 8 cross there, and then loop it over their head. So you may need to go back and give yourself a bit more slack. You know, if you've sort of slid, the further you've slid this down here, the more slack you'll have to do that maneuver. Once you've got that in place, you're going to pull it tight to bring that down there. So you don't want it to be cutting into them and be, you know, uncomfortably tight. But what you'll see when we put it on the ferrets is that when they pull against it, it should stay looped around the back of their neck. So you want it across at the front there, and then these two pieces separate at the back here, with this one tightened to a comfortable place on their back.
This style is much harder to slip out of, and works even for the tiniest of ferrets. It's not completely foolproof though. Scruffles once managed to Houdini her way out while my back was turned, and to this day I still don't know how. The good news is, as your ferrets get used to being on a leash, they stop trying quite so hard to wriggle out of it. But until then, my advice is 1 human per ferret. That way you can stop them squeezing into dangerous gaps and be ready to grab them if they do pop loose. They are less likely to bolt than a dog, but if they disappear somewhere you can't reach and you haven't trained them in recall, getting them back could be tricky. A couple of extra safety notes. If you're walking where other animals pee and poop, your ferrets will need the same vaccinations as a puppy, so ask your vet. Always pick them up when passing dogs, even friendly ones. A playful bounce or a strong prey drive could end badly for a ferret. So, happy walking! And if you take your ferrets out on an adventure, I'd love to see it. Post your pics in the FerretTube TV community hub and share the harness chaos. See you next time, Floof Crew.